Hello YouTube, this is Pink Olay, and today we're going to be making a baby bib. Now I'm going to be using my 100% cotton yarn. This is a swimming pool color, and it is by Lily Cotton, which is the sugar and cream. And I'm using a F size hook, and the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make my loop, and I am going to chain 32. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, so I've got my 32 chains, and now I'm going to single crochet in the second chain from hook. So single crochet in that second chain, and then we're going to single crochet in each stitch across. At the end we should have 31 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. Now again, we're going to single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then in each stitch across, and at the end we should have 31 stitches. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to meet you at the end of this chain. Then I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, so I have single crocheted all the way across to the end, and I have 31 stitches. Now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to turn. And what we're going to do now, I'm going to crochet over this tail. You can do so if you like, or you can leave it out, whichever you prefer. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to single crochet, put 2 single crochets in the very first stitch. So that's 1. I'm going to go back into the same one, do 1 more. And then you're going to single crochet all the way across until you reach the very last stitch. And in this last stitch, you're going to put 2 single crochets. So again, we're going to put 2 single crochets in the first stitch, and then 1 single crochet all the way until you get to the very last stitch. And then you're going to put 2 single crochets in that last stitch. And so I am going to go ahead and finish this up, and then I will meet you at the end, and then I will tell you what to do next. Okay, so I've single crocheted all the way across, and I'm at the end where I'm going to put in my last stitch my 2 single crochets in the last stitch. And at the end of this, you should have 33 stitches. Now you're going to chain 1, you're going to turn, and you're going to repeat that row 3 more times. So this would be row 2, so you're going to do 3, 4, and 5. You're going to repeat row 2. So remember, you're going to put 2 single crochet in the first stitch, and then you're going to single crochet all the way to the end till you get to the last stitch where you're going to put 2 more single crochets. And remember, you're going to do that for rows 3, 4, and 5. And I'm going to meet you back at the end of row 5, and then I'll tell you what to do next. Okay, so I finished my 3 rows with my 2 increases at one end and 2 increases at the other end. Now I'm going to chain 1, and now from row 6 to 48 you will single crochet across the entire one, no increases, just chain 1 and turn from 6 to 48. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will meet you at the end of row 48. Okay, so I have done my 48 rows, as you can see. Now I have chained my 1, and I'm going to single crochet in the next 12 stitches. I'm sorry, not 12, 13 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this is 13. And now we're not going to chain, but we're going to turn our work. And then we're going to single crochet 2 together. So we're going to go in, pull through, go in, pull through, and then go through all. Now we're going to single crochet in each stitch to end. That should leave us with 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, and this is my 12th stitch right here. Okay, and then on this one we're going to chain 1 and turn our work around, and now we're going to single crochet in each stitch to the last 2 stitches, and then we're going to single crochet those 2 stitches together, and that will leave us with 11 stitches. So 3, 4, yeah, 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 10. And then here's our 2. I'm going to go in 1, go in the next one, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3, which will leave us with 11. And then we do not chain, we just turn. Okay, so after you turn your work, you're going to repeat row 2, and that's going to leave you with 10 stitches. Then you're going to repeat row 3, and that's going to leave you with 9 stitches. So how we do this, we're going to repeat row 2. So we're going to single crochet 2 together. So 1, and 2, and then there, okay, and then we're going to single crochet across each, it's going to leave us with 10. So this is 1 right here, then 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this leaves us with 10. Okay, and again, when we come to this end of our baby bib, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to turn our work over, and then for the next row, we're going to repeat row 3. So we're going to single crochet all the way until we get to the last 2. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, hold on. I think I did too many. Sorry about that. 7. Oh no, I was right. 8. It gets confusing at the end right here, but this is a stitch. So that's 1 and 2 and 3, and that makes 9. There you go. Now for our next row, it's going to be row 6 through 30, and you're going to single crochet in each stitch across, chain 1 and turn. So again, we're not going to chain 1 here. We're just going to turn our work. And now, starting from this row, we're going to single crochet all the way across, chain 1, turn. Single crochet, chain 1, turn, until you get to row 30. And I will meet you back at the end of row 30 to let you know what to do next. Okay, so I have finished my 30 rows, and now we're going to chain 1, which I've already done, and we're going to turn our work. And then we're going to repeat row 6. So we're going to single crochet in each stitch across, like this. Stitch all the way across to the end. Here we are in our last stitch. And now we're going to not chain, we're going to turn our work, and then we're going to do our single crochet together, 2 together. So that's 1 and go in the next one. Then we yarn over and pull through all 3. Now we're going to single crochet in each stitch till we get to the last 2. And then we're going to single crochet those together, and we should have 7 stitches. So this counts as 1. This is 2, 3, this is 4, and this is 5, and then here's 6, and then these are the last 2 stitches. We're going to single crochet those together, which would make 7. So there we go. And we're going to not chain, we're going to turn, and then we're going to do the same thing one more time. So this one we're going to single crochet 2 together, that's 1, and then 1, 2, and 3, and then we have our last 2 stitches here. We're going to single crochet those together. There we go. And that should make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Now, we're all done with this. We're going to pull up a little bit. We're going to grab our scissors and a yarn needle. And we are going to, we're going to fasten this off. So, cut. I like to pull my yarn through the loop. Then I like to take my yarn needle here. Actually, you're going to need to put on a button. So you could leave this to add a button if you wanted to. Or you can also just sew in the ends like so. And I can show you how to attach the button later. So I'm gonna sew in my ends. And just to make sure it is secure, I'm gonna go through this second row here. There we go. Okay. And now we're just going to clip off the end, and there is the first strap of our bib. Okay, so now we're going to add our right strap. What you want to do is you want to come down here to this stitch and you want to count out 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And where 13 ends, you want to you want to attach with a single crochet. So really, I should have turned my work this way because the strap is going to be on this side. So there is our single. We have joined our yarn to make our right strap. Now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in the last 12 stitches. So this would count as one. And again, I'm going to crochet over my yarn. So this would be 1. And then we would go into the next one, which is here. So this is 2, 3, and this is 4, 5, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this is 11, and 12, and the last stitch is 13. There we go. And then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. Okay. Now what we're going to do, single crochet in each stitch to last 2 stitches. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll pull out some more yarn. 10. And now we have 2 stitches left. What we're going to do is we're going to single crochet those 2 stitches together. So go in one, pull up a loop. Go on the next one, pull up a loop. yarn over, pull through all 3. And that leaves us with 12 and not 13. Now we're going to turn, we're not going to chain. And now we're going to single crochet 2 together here. So 1 and 2, and then I'm going to yarn over and go through all of them, and then single crochet in each stitch across until you get to the end. So that's 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, and this is 8. Now as you can see, my yarn has run out. So in this situation, I'm going to show you right now how to add another piece of yarn when this happens. So what I would do is put my hook through, gonna yarn over with my new strand of yarn, hold the 2 pieces of yarn together, and I'm gonna pull that yarn through. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and single crochet like normal. Then I will I will crochet over these tails as I go. But that's how you add a new piece of yarn. And now once you get to this end, you're going to chain 1 and turn. And I have to take my tails and put them behind. It's much easier to work that way. And now we're going to repeat row 2. So we're going to single crochet in each stitch to the last 2. So we would start here. And it's going to leave us with 10. And make sure I pull these. Make sure they're tight. Okay, so that's 1. This is 2 and 3 and 4. Pull these. 5, 6. Okay. This is 7. And this is 8. And then these are our last 2 stitches. And again, I showed you this earlier. This is a stitch. Even though it doesn't look like one, that is a stitch. So we go in, draw up a loop, go in that last stitch, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all of them. And that is our number 10. In this one, we do not change, we just turn our work. Now we're going to repeat row 3, which will give us 9. So repeat row 3 is to single crochet 2 together. So go through, pull up a loop, go through, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that counts as 1. Then we single crochet all the way to the end. So this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, this is 7. Looks like I skipped one. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7. So when this happens, I'm just going to make my 9. I'm going to put 2 in here. So that's 8. And I'll do another one to make 9. There. And then at this end, we would chain 1 and we would turn. Now, we're going to do the same thing we did on this side. And we're going to do from row 6 to 30. just single crochet all the way to the end, chain 1 and turn. And we'll do that until we get to row 30, and I will meet you back at the end of row 30 to show you what to do next. Okay, so I have done my 30 rows for my right strap. Now we're going to repeat row 6, which is we're going to chain 1, we're going to turn, and we're going to single crochet in each stitch to the end. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we chain 1 and turn. Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up. We do not chain 1. We just turn. And now we single crochet 2 together. So this is 1 and this is 2 stitches. And then we single crochet all the way to the last 2. So 1, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And here are the last 2, which we single crochet 2 together. There we go. And we do not chain, we just turn. And this one, we single crochet 2 together. Okay. Then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3. Okay. Then we're going to skip the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and we're going to single crochet together the last 2. So that's 1, and this is 2. And now we have just made our buttonhole. Okay, so now that we finished our buttonhole here, what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet around the entire bib. So you're just going to start right here, and you're going to start and you're going to go all the way along until you come back here, and you're going to single crochet in this knot up here at the top, not in the chain. You're going to single crochet in the loop. You're going to put 3 single crochets in here, and then you're going to end with a slip stitch to join. So I will meet you back at the end of the buttonhole. Okay, so I've gone all the way around, and now I'm at my buttonhole here, and I'm just about to put my 3 single crochet in. So go ahead and do that. Just 1, move it over, 2, and 3, and then you want to single crochet right over that part, that making it 4, not 3. And then this right here would be the chain that I did. Go in, I would slip stitch, and then we are all done. Pull up, and I would get my scissors, cut off the ends, and then I'd use my yarn needle. First, I want to secure the knot. Let's take it, pull it through like that, and then we're gonna sew in our Okay. And we're just going to sew in our ends like so. Gets a little tough here. And then we're just going to clip off. Okay. So the last thing that we need to do is attach the button. I have a big black button. I've cut off some yarn, and I have my yarn needle. Now I'm going to go up from the bottom, and I'm just going to go, if I can find the hole here, go through. I'm going to pull it. You don't want to pull it all the way through. Now what you want to do is you want to take your yarn out of the needle there. You want to attach the needle here. Oh, let's see if I can get this in here. Okay, so there, you want to attach that, and then what you want to do is you want to make a knot in the back. So just make a knot like so. Okay, so here, and then we're going to go through this loop here, and then we're going to take it, or to pull tight like that. Then you can let that go, and you can put your yarn from the other side back onto your needle, and then you want to position the button back, and you just want to go into the buttonhole. And as you do this, you kind of want to go over this tail to secure it. So I'm going through the hole here, over the tail. I'm going to go down in there, and then I come up through the other hole here. And it gets a little tough, so we only do this twice. So, go. And then, no, I want to go in through this one. Gets a little tough once you get to the second part. Okay. Now, what I do to secure this is I make another knot. So, pull it too much. Then we'll go through here. And then we go through here. And then you just pull it tight to secure it. And then what you do is you can take, and to secure it even more, take your yarn needle and thread it through the bib. And I will do that twice just to secure my work. There we go. Now that it's all sewn in, I'll first cut off this one. Then I can cut off that one. Okay, and then we're all done with our bib, and as you can see, there's the buttonhole, and here's our bib. Now I know this bib is a bit big, but you can always make the bib smaller following the same method, just taking off some stitches down here at the bottom when you start, not chaining so many. You may want to do 20, maybe 22 instead of 32, but following the same methods. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to crochet a baby bib. Until next time, happy crocheting.